Welcome top news today.
Former White House chief strategist Stephen K. Bannon arrives for an interview with the House Intelligence Committee on Capitol Hill, Washington, on January 16, 2018. Joshua RobertsReuters The House Intelligence Committee issued a subpoena Tuesday to former White House chief strategist Stephen K. Bannon after he resisted answering a range of questions from investigators during a closed-door interview, frustrating members who are probing the Trump campaign's alleged Russia ties, according to people familiar with the session. After Bannon's day-long appearance before the committee, Rep. Devin Nunes-Arcaliffe, chairman of the panel, indicated to reporters that he personally issued a subpoena seeking to compel the former Trump strategist to cooperate. Bannon and his attorney did not immediately respond to requests for comment. Rep. Thomas J. Rooney of Florida, a leading Republican on the committee who was deputized to help run the panel's Russia probe, said that questions about whether executive privilege applied were sort of dominating the day, as the panel tried to interview Bannon for details of what he knew of the Trump campaign's dealings with Russian interests. Rooney suggested that Bannon refused to answer questions about events that took place before Trump was sworn into office. He also indicated that the panel was not inclined to accept that Bannon's interactions with Trump in that period fell under executive privilege. When does it attach? During the transition, or during the actual swearing-in? Rooney said. If you are part of the White House in any way, and you're talking about things that were during the campaign but it happens to be in the White House, then what? Barbara Van Gelder, a veteran white-collar defense lawyer, said executive privilege is usually considered a right that a president and the White House may assert. But a cautious witness may cite the privilege if he or she is uncertain whether it applies, she said. There is a question whether executive privilege stays with the former employee after they leave, Van Gelder said. Usually, the argument is that the executive has to assert the privilege, not the employee. But a former employee who thinks it applies may claim the privilege and let the president either waive it or claim it. Bannon's appearance Tuesday before the House committee was the first time he has been drawn into the investigations into whether Trump's team coordinated with Russia during the 2016 campaign. Came amid his recent estrangement from Trump, who reacted angrily to Bannon's comments in the new book, Fire and Fury Inside the Trump White House, by journalist Michael Wolff. Remarks attributed to Bannon in the book include his saying it was treasonous of Trump's son Donald Trump Jr. to accept a June 2016 meeting with a Russian lawyer who he thought would provide damaging information about Democratic candidate Hillary Clinton as part of a Russian government effort to help his father's campaign. After the book's publication, Bannon expressed regret about his statements, saying his criticism was aimed at Paul Manafort, Trump's former campaign chairman, who also attended the June 2016 meeting. In expressing regret, Bannon called Trump Jr. a patriot. In the fallout, Bannon was forced to leave his role as executive chairman of Breitbart News, the conservative outlet that helped propel him to national prominence. Josh Dorsey and Rosalind S. Helderman contributed to this report.